Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we set number 41453. This is the Unikitty Party Time, containing 214 pieces and retailing for $19.99. This was released on August 1st, 2018, along with the rest of the Unikitty wave, and it contains one instruction booklet, which is relatively thick for a $20 set, and boxes, relatively normal sizes, the more square rather than rectangular variety. But it's pretty cool, and this is the only set to contain a Hawkeye, and that's why I bought it, combined with the fact that it was $7 on clearance. Here we can see the entire collection of what the set builds. There's a lot of separate little side builds here, and even the largest build isn't that big, but we've got this center stage with the Party Time banner. We've got Hawkeye, who takes up a lot of the parts, and obviously a lot of the parts go into building the figures because they're all buildable figures. There are no minifigures included. And then we have this big old tray that the cake sits on, as well as two little presents. The build for the cake is pretty cool, but it's also pretty simple. It does have these skateboard wheels, and I don't know, this platter for being on wheels. You can't really see the wheels, so it almost looks like it's hovering. That's just a little bit odd. I don't know, it feels to me like the wheels are a little bit too small for this, but it's not too bad. And I do like how they put these decorative pieces on the cake. And cake, just fits in there perfectly fine. The interesting thing is that from a street side view, these are actually placed strategically to block those little holes there in the cake. But I like the use of these newer style flower pieces in light blue and the pink studs. It looks pretty good overall, and you can remove that from the tray pretty easily. The main build here is sort of like a dance floor almost, and the main play feature is that you can spin this around and make your characters dance. And you've got two studs on here that you can put characters on, so like Master Frown, you can put him on there. You really can't make him face the outside because he'll hit these lights, so you're going to have to turn him that way, because he only has two studs on the front. But, it works. You can make him look really excited to be dancing. And get these lights here, which the angles can be adjusted, and you can also rotate them if you'd like to. I like the balloons here. They use this newer balloon piece that's not as common, and it looks like that, which it's cool to get here. A couple of. I don't think I owned any of them before buying the set, so that's cool. And we've got up here the little DJ booth, and it's got two of those records that come in friend sets. I believe they might also come in the pop-up party bus. I don't know, not sure. Something like that. And then you got these speakers here. These in that light yellow color, these big, almost ski pole looking bar things. Those I believe are exclusive to the set in this light yellow. And we've got this little slot here that allows you to stick either Unikitty or Puppycorn into the DJ slot. So one of them has to be a DJ here in this set, I think. But this build is pretty cool. And it works. The dancing feature is pretty simple. It sort of reminds me of the Justice League Anniversary Party build, but I don't know. This one doesn't have the remote gear that you can turn to make the spin, so it's kind of a little bit more hands-on, but I think it works just as well, if not better. The only thing that doesn't work as well is keeping the figures back here attached. They like to flop over when you spin this aggressively. There are 4 stickers in the set, and 2 of them are right here and say Party Time. Figured I'd point them out specifically because I really like the design of the stickers. I think they did a great job with the graphics there. First up here for figures is Hawkeye, and starting with him because he's probably the most desirable thing about the whole set. And he's got a couple of exclusive parts here. Again, we have these 2 prints here on the arms. Those are just 1x3 tiles in green. And I like how they get the feathers in there, as well as the little cuffs there. And shame it doesn't wrap around the side, obviously, but that black kind of continues there, which looks good. He does use Big Fig hands as his hands, which makes sense because he's good at punching things. And the only other place we've got these in regular red is with the Red Hulk Big Fig. The feet look pretty good and work fine. He's got his hawk tail, which can be adjusted up and down. He's got these brand new wing pieces, which are currently exclusive and kind of remind me of a cartoon moose's antlers. So, I can imagine people probably end up using them for something like that in the future. And then, turning to the side, his sunglasses even have the little things that go around the sides. They've got the, whatever the word is, the, arms of the glasses almost. As this is an exclusive mold for this character. If we take his head apart just a little bit, you can see that it is attached to a 1x3 plate. And that's a really cool piece, and it looks great. And I think Crocodile as a whole is a really well done figure. The printing on here especially is awesome. Next up we have Master Frown, who is not exclusive to this set, unlike all of the other 3 figures, whose builds are in the very least some way exclusive. Master Frown appears in the Unikingdom Creative Brick box, as well as the Fairground set, and here, all with the same exact facial expression, which is a good facial expression for him. He's frowning. That makes sense. And you know, the shape of him is pretty good from the side. It resembles what he looks like in the show pretty well. And he's got these 1x2 plates, which act as his arms that he can move up and down. You can't really hold on to too much stuff. I mean, you have studs on the outside that you could attach things to. And I guess you could attach things to the inside if you're just, just from this upward position. But you really can't, make him take the gift. There's not enough friction there to be able to hold them in, so can't really steal anything here, but you know, regardless, he's a pretty cool looking figure. And then we have the standard version of Puppycorn, who's, a pretty decent design. He has an exclusive face here. It's very, very similar to the one in the $10 set, but his mouth is just slightly more open here. But regardless, he looks pretty cool. Again, he looks a lot like he does in the show, which is nice. They got that accuracy mostly down. And, yeah, it's a pretty simple build, but effective. And as the namesake of the theme, obviously, Unikitty is pretty well done as well. She also has an exclusive facial expression, I believe. And, you know, it's pretty good. I think the alignment on the dark red is a little bit too low. You can sort of see a little bit of white underneath the border of the mouth. But other than that, the printing on the brick is done really well. And the tail is done nicely. Yeah, it's just Unikitty. The facial expression is very similar to the ones in the other sets, again, like Puppycorn's, but I believe it is exclusive, at least as far as Brick set is concerned. It thinks it is. And last but not least, we have the 2 gifts here. One of them is for Unikitty, and it's got a nice sticker on there. It uses 2 of these panels, and it's a new horn. And you can basically just remove her blue horn and put in a gold one instead. Apparently horns are a cool gift to get people. Because, well, Unikitty got Puppycorn, the same thing, a new horn. And a new horn for Puppycorn is a new horn. And yeah, both of those are kind of whatever, and I guess Master Frown is here to steal them. But he's probably not too upset that he didn't manage to steal them successfully, because he doesn't really have a use for a horn. It doesn't really fit up there. I mean, I guess you could balance it like that, sure. Yeah, that works. Yeah, overall, I think that this set is pretty decent for Unikitty fans. I think for non-Unikitty fans, you'll probably like Crocodile, because he's a really cool build. But other than that, there's not too much here for you. Again, the angles of the balloons can be adjusted, I guess, if that matters to you. But, yeah, I mean, this is an alright set. It's cool to get for the characters included, but the build is nothing really special at all, especially if you have the Justice League Anniversary Party. But overall, I think that this is a nice build. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.